Hey, let's talk for a second about stewardship, because when you're a hunter or a landowner, stewardship is really what brings us together, okay? Managing the game, managing the habitat, keeping game populations in control and in check in a responsible manner is really what stewardship is all about. And when landowners lease access to their farms, typically they're passing that stewardship on to the hunters, because the hunters, of course, are going to be regulated by state law, whatever state they're in. But I think in large part landowners, and many of them are absentee landowners in another state, they're interested in stewardship and they want to be responsible. So they pass that on to a specific group of hunters, and then they trust them to properly manage that farm. And that's one of the benefits, maybe the best benefit, of leasing access to a specific group of hunters. And it's also the reason the American Hunting Lease Association can't or doesn't endorse the notion of day hunting, right? Or even weekly hunting, because I've talked to these entrepreneurs and there is no plan for stewardship, right? They offer the property on a website, and 2 or 3 hunters from 2 states over go hunt it for 2 days, and they harvest whatever they want to harvest, and then they leave. And then another group comes in, and then another group comes in. There's just no plan in place for responsible stewardship, and that is, in all honesty, that's the essence of what hunting is. It is responsible stewardship of the properties that we have access to. So beware of the Airbnbs of hunting, of day hunting. And let me say this too. If you want to take a kid or somebody who's never hunted squirrel hunting for a couple of days, that's great. And I do see the value there. But as far as having game like turkeys or deer, which we all know is 98% of the hunting industry, the notion of day hunting and week hunting just doesn't work. It doesn't. It seems like it does. It's flashy and it's on your smartphone, but it just doesn't work. And that's why we'll always say an annual hunting lease with a specific group of hunters and a landowner. They create a relationship and a bond. That's what's best for them. That's what's best for the habitat, and it's certainly what's best for the game.